The Transport, Auschwitz, September 1st, 1944. Loud barks and bellows thunder through the sleeping block. Los! Los! Fast! Fast! The selection commission of 3 SS officers, 2 dogs, 1 Lagereltesta, 1 Blockeltesta, and 1 interpreter position themselves at the open wing of the gate. Get undressed and line up, single file, on the right side of the partition. Los! All 1,000 inmates of the block quickly climb from 4 tiers of beds, pull off their dresses, and line up alongside the brick structure that divides the block in half lengthwise. Los! Start moving ahead! It is very cold in the block. It has been raining all night. Puddles of water cover the ground. The lines of shivering, naked bodies advances toward the selection commission and parades before them one by one. Those who pass selection go through the open gate to the outside and are ordered to dress. Those who do not are ordered to drop their dresses in a pile at the gate and return to the interior of the block on the other side of the partition. There they remain naked, awaiting their fate. By the time Mommy and I reach the gate, there is a heap of sopping wet dresses on the ground and a group of shivering bodies huddled together on the other side of the brick divider. I support Mommy with one hand as we advance, and, by the grace of God, she is able to manipulate the task without tottering. As we approach the commission, I make believe I'm huddled against Mommy for warmth and not lending her my hand for support. The first SS man grabs her left arm and jerks her out of my grip. He looks over her body and shoves her roughly, impatiently out the gate into the dark, foggy dawn, slashed by relentless rain. God, I must rush after her, keep her from falling. I restrain myself and keep my despair under masterly control while I stand stoically during the brief scrutiny. I'm stronger than Mommy. There's no doubt about me passing the muster. Hurry, hurry. I'm about to bolt through the gate to reach Mommy when one of the SS men notices the wound on my lower leg. It is the bruise I had received from a kick over 3 months ago, and it has been festering ever since. Now it is a deep hole oozing an awful dark brown liquid and exuding an atrocious stench. Around the hole, the leg is swollen and red. Lately, it has been quite painful. The SS man pokes his colleague. Look at this. He points to the wound on my leg. What do you think it is? Please, hurry. I must reach Mommy. I don't know, but it looks bad. She can't work with this. I don't give her a week, and she'll be dead. Tot. Drop your dress in the pile here and join the others on the other side. But, officer, please. That was my mother right before. Let me go after her, please. Please, I'm strong. I can work hard. I promise. I will work very hard. Please, let me go after my mother. Shut up, Schweinhund. Get to the other side. I must go after Mommy. I must reach her right away. I turn to the other SS man. He's young. Perhaps he will listen. Officer, please. I can work. I'm very strong. This wound is nothing. Nothing. I've had it for over 3 months, and it was working heavy work in the mountains. Planierung. I'm a good worker. I promise. I will work even harder. Please, please, let me go after my mother. The young officer looks at me with disgust. With a snarl, he points his stick and jabs me in the chest with such force that I stagger backward. Then, without a word, he turns his back and continues the job of selection. And I am to join the naked group huddled in the back of the barrack. I start to tremble violently. This cannot be happening. Mommy passed selection, and I'm held back. In one cruel, ironic quirk, we both perish. The others begin to comfort me. It's not so bad. Perhaps we will not be sent to the gas. Perhaps we will be sent to lighter labor. There will be other transports. I'm not listening. I have to get to Mommy. I have to get to her before it's too late. She's out there in the pouring rain. She cannot stand on her feet without support. She cannot put on her dress without help. She's out there, lying in a puddle in the rain, naked. By now they must have discovered she was an invalid. By now they must have put her in a transport for the gas. My head is spinning. My trembling grows more violent. Now I recognize a girl I had worked with in Plassau. She is the youngest of 3 sisters. The 2 older ones were sent on the transport, and now she is standing alone, visibly shivering and crying. I move over to her quickly and whisper in her ear, "Annie, let's sneak out of here and join the transport. Your sisters are there. Let's get to the transport." She's sobbing now and does not answer. "Come, Annie. Follow me. We can sneak through the hind gate. No one will notice." "I'm afraid. They'll shoot us." I look around. No one is paying any attention to us. I run to the hind gate. It's locked. The only means of escape is through the front gate. At the front gate, the selection is drawing to an end. The line on the other side of the partition is dwindling rapidly. The last inmates in line are disappearing through the open wing of the gate. The Blocal Testa approaches with a bunch of dresses in her hand. "Here, you can put these on. Dress quickly. You'll be taken from here." It's all over. Under the Blocal Testa's watchful eye, I put a wet, soggy prison dress over my shivering body. She turns for a second. Like lightning, I climb over the chest-high brick partition and duck for a moment. In a flash, I yank off the dress and dash to the end of the dwindling line. There are 3 or 4 girls ahead of me. I clutch the dress to my right leg, concealing the wound. The sopping wet garment clings to my limb, entirely covering my lower leg. The SS men are in a hurry now. The selection has taken too long. I'm last in line. I hold my breath. A quick, cursive glance at my body, and the officer shoves me through the open gate into the downpour. I look around. There is no one out here. The rain, like a sheet of lead, obliterates my vision. Where did everybody go? Where's Mommy? The Blocal Testa is closing the gate of our block. The Selection Commission, the SS men and their dogs, the Legal Testa, and their interpreter are marching toward the SS command barrack. I pull the prison uniform over my head. The selected transport is nowhere in sight. I run to the nearest block. It's dark and quiet. So is the one next to it. But the 3rd block is lit and noisy. I run in there. There is pandemonium in here. A stout woman stands on top of a table in the middle of the block, calling out numbers from a long sheet in her hand. Those whose numbers are called precipitate from the surging mass of women and form a line in the back of this block, which is much more enormous than ours. I peruse the multitude, searching for a familiar face. Not one. I am afraid to ask questions. I am afraid to inquire whether this is the transport freshly selected from Block 40. Where can Mommy be? As the numbers line up in the back, the crowd lessens. I still cannot see Mommy, and I still do not see a familiar face. The lines stand noisily for hours waiting for Zalapel. Finally, the SS men arrive and begin the count. It's late in the evening by the time we are given orders to march. The rain has subsided somewhat, but has turned very cold. We march through the gate of the camp, past the command barrack, where I knelt only a few days ago for 24 hours. We are marching on the road where the transport from Lodz arrived. I look for the yellow clown. It is not there. We stand in formation outside the showers for over an hour. Where are we being taken? I've still not asked any questions. And what is this transport that I have sneaked into? Where is it heading? Perhaps Mommy's transport was lining up in another block while I rushed ahead into this one? Perhaps at this very moment, Mommy's transport is loaded onto trains and shipped off to who knows where. Or perhaps she is, at this very moment, inside the showers while we are awaiting our turn. What if she leaves through the other exit at the precise moment I am entering from this end? Or perhaps she was detected and taken to the gas hours ago. A ferocious trembling grips my body. What should I do now? I do not want to leave Auschwitz now. Perhaps Mommy was detected and held back in Auschwitz, not taken to the gas chambers yet. Perhaps I can still save her. The front gates of the shower block open. We are huddled inside and the doors shut behind us. There is no escape. There is no way out. Auskleiden! Los! Get undressed. Move it. In the crowded compartment, as bodies are getting stripped in haste, I notice a lone figure huddled motionlessly against the wall. Mommy! In a leap, I am at her side. Mommy, it's you! It really is you! I can't believe it! Mommy is oblivious to my presence. She stares vacantly, her quaking body clinging to the wall. She seems desperately ill. How did she get here? Who helped her dress, walk, line up? She cannot answer my questions. Oh God, I have found her. After all the panic, the tension, the fear, I've found her. She is here, right here in the showers. We are in the same transport. What perfect bliss. We are together, Mommy and I. We are leaving Auschwitz together. What a divine miracle.